In our last video, we discussed loading and unloading your strikes. Quick review. Jab, I'm loading this hip up. I'm opening up my legs. I'm opening up my hips. Do it this way. I'm opening up my hips so that I can have full hip rotation into my next strike. Now it could be jab, elbow. That's okay. Any of the combinations are okay for right now as fitness. There's certain combinations you don't want to do in a fight, but we'll discuss those in person when you come in for your trial. Right now we're going to discuss adding kicks to this jab strike combination and how to do that effectively. So I've done jab, straight punch. My hips have been rotated and now they're forward, and I don't have much more rotational force here because I've done a straight punch. I haven't done a circle punch and extended my rotation. So I've done jab and I've done straight punch. It's great to have your weight should be forward on this lead leg now. You've done jab and straight punch. And so this back leg should be free to kick. You can kick. We'll do it here. So I can jab, I can straight punch, and I can kick. Now if I want to do it as a good exercise, I can jab, I can straight punch, I can kick, and land with that kicking leg forward. So we've done left leg back. Doesn't matter which leg back is starting. I'm going to do it with my left leg back. Feel free to do it with your right leg back. I just want to show you an open stance, and so I have to use my left leg. So we're going to jab, rotate into that hip, rotate out and strike. And now from here, I should still have some rotational force, but I'm of course stopping after my strike, and I should be able to kick. So we're going to go jab, strike, kick. You can leave your hand out, you can pull it back. For the exercise aspect of this, I don't care. Jab, strike, come back, kick. Again, for exercise, it's totally fine to do that. So we're going to do a couple of those. I'm going to step outside of frame and hopefully be able to do two of them so you can see both sides. Okay. Always be just seeing where the frame is. So from here I'm going to jab. That's my right hand jabbing. Going to turn. That's my left hand punching. And there's my leg kicking, landing forward. And now you can see me. So now I'm going to jab with this left hand. I'm going to rotate with my right. And I'm going to kick and land forward. Now I'm going to kick with, punch with my right hand, rotate with my left, kick and land forward. Now left hand comes out, right hand rotates, kick and land forward. And I've done it now twice with both sides. Start up the line, go all the way across to an area, turn around and come back. So now turning around, jab, punch, kick, and land forward. If my left leg's forward, I'm going to turn into that other stance that we talked about. Now my right leg's forward, and I'm in a stance facing this way. We talked about this a little bit and how your stance changes when you're doing a back kick. So you just turn into a rotational stance. So so I've done this, and I've landed forward. And if I was going to do a back kick, I would turn and kick and keep attacking this way. We're not doing that right now. We're not doing back kick. We're just boom, boom, land forward. Now I'm going to rotate, and now I'm in my other stance. Now my right hand's in front, right hand jab, left hand punch, left leg kick. Left hand jab, right hand punch, right leg kick. Do that as steps. Make sure in order to step, when you're kicking, you're landing forward, you're kicking and landing forward. Don't come back here. Move forward with the exercise. Things to remember. You can do any kick and you can do any strike remember how to load up your hips and remember to land forward with that kick so that your stance is the opposite of what it was. So now you're practicing the other side. Practice with those, experiment. Things to watch out for is if you're doing a roundhouse kick and you're landing like this, you can't really unrotate. So now see it from the other side, I've over-rotated and now my legs are crossed, I have no balance, my legs are in front of each other. That's bad form. That's actually gonna hurt your hips over time. It's gonna create really bad sparring and fighting foundational things. That's why our legs are way out here. So when I kick, I land forward in my stance, whatever that might be, whatever leg that might be. Hands are still out here, boom, boom, kick. I'm in my stance, boom, boom, kick. I'm in my stance. Now, if you don't have an area where you can practice these combinations and move forward, let's demonstrate what you can do. We're going to jab, cross, kick. I can't move forward, so I can't put my leg forward. So I'm gonna put my leg next to each other, and I'm gonna step back with my other one. Jab, cross, kick. Next to each other, step back. Jab, cross, kick. You won't get a good flow because you won't be going kick into the next technique as they flow together, but you should still be able to train the combination of I strike, and I've unloaded my hips, and now I can kick. I strike, loaded up my hips, unloaded my hips, and can kick. Practice those. Practice them with roundhouse kicks. Practice them with side kicks. They're hard to practice with back kicks that involves an extra step. Don't do those. That's a little bit more complicated and should be its own video. So, in review, strike, hips rotate, strike, and then you can step forward. But if you want to practice your kicks as well, strike, hip rotates, hip unloads, other strike, hip might still be unloading as I strike with my foot. Practice those, and I'll see you in another video. Feel free to send me a video of how you're doing with any questions or comments, and I can break this down. Watch the video again if you need to, and I'll see you in another video.